speaking directly to people who have had their faces ripped off in this market, in the altcoin or shitcoin market. If you have Bitcoin, you're fine. There's no issues here. It's just doing what it does. But a lot of these altcoins have been absolutely destroyed. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you a way to handle this as well as not have it happen in the future. So let me start again here. The first thing that I would have to do if I'm in that position and I've been killed in an altcoin or a shitcoin is to ask myself, who am I being in the world that would actually have me in that position? Who would have me, how would I have to be in the world to be down that much? See, this is the thing that people they don't want to face. They don't want to take responsibility. It's not about the market. The market's always just going to do what the market's going to do. It's you that are interacting and interfacing with the market, and the way that you do that is the thing that has your assets be where they are. So the very first step here is to go and to write down and get very, very clear why would I even be in this position? What were the things that led me to this position? How was I thinking about things that led me to this position? How was I thinking about things when it went down? How was I thinking about it when it went up? Did I buy it in the right place? Did I get over allocated? Did I put leverage on? What are the characteristics of the action figure called you as the investor that had you be in this place in the first place? That's the very first thing is like, we're going to just repeat this. Yeah, exactly. Did you have FOMO? Did you listen to someone else? Did you outsource your confidence to some other person who sounded really confident? Maybe someone like me, someone over on the other side of a screen that you just sort of gave your trust to without any justification at all. That is the very first step. You got to sit down with yourself and you got to look yourself in the mirror and go, who am I in this trade or in these trades? Because if you don't do that, it doesn't matter if these things go back up. You're just going to be in the exact same place. It's because who you were that got you in this part of the trade will be repeated. I promise you. And so everyone here who's just holding on for dear life, everything that by holding on for dear life in some of these shit coins that obviously you bought because someone else said to buy them, or you're in the XRP army and you've got all that cult going on, or whatever it is that has you sit here and think that do you really think that you're an analyst? Are you really feeling like today that I know exactly what's going on with these, this is the thing that drives me crazy in this space, in this cryptosphere. It's like everybody thinks that they know something. Or this is doing that. Or, the thing where XRP was going to 750 in a couple of weeks and it's trading at less than $2. And then you have a real justification as to why, and you think that you sound smart. No, you've lied to yourself. Everybody in this space just lies to themselves so much. And until you can get to the point where you start to understand what has me in this situation, you're never going to be in any type of control at all. You're just going to be thrown around by FOMO or whatever you're seeing on the screen, or fear, whatever it is. You're just basically fucked. So that's the very first thing I would do, is I would do that work and go, okay, what are the characteristics in me that have me be in this place? That's number one. The second thing that I would do if it were me in this, I'm hoping to break even. And look, that's a characteristic right now. You have to be able to look at yourself, Zach, and go, all right, I am the type of person who is hoping, you're saying, I'm hoping to break even. First of all, I say this a lot. Hope is the raw material of losers. And I hate to say that. Hope is the raw material of losers because that's not an investment fucking strategy. Hope is not an investment strategy. And that's all I'm seeing. So anyway, back to what I would do in this situation. After going through that analysis and getting very clear on what are the characteristics that live inside of me that would have me in this position, the next thing I would do personally is I'd sell every fucking coin. Now, that doesn't mean I wouldn't buy them right back, because if I have these massive losses in something, it still works in the crypto market where there's no wash sale rules. There will be no problem with a wash sale. So that means you can sell everything and buy it back, minus the commissions, in 1 second. And all of a sudden, this big loss that you have is now an asset. So at least you've got something from this. I've got this asset that I can use to offset gains in the future. And so they're there. And with crypto, the way it is right now, you're able to do that. That's one of the little glitches in the matrix right now, is because you can't do that with stocks. You cannot go and do, you can't do wash sales. You have to wait 30 days to buy back a stock. So it's much harder to do that in regular stocks. So that's what I would do, is I'd sell everything and at least gain that asset. Then what I would do is I would truly go back and do the work on each thing and think, do I really want to be in this? Do I really think that XRP is going to be? And if you do, then you gain your own confidence about it, and you become a true investor in something, and you become someone with power behind what you're doing, not that you're just at the behest of someone else who's trying to tell you what to do, and then just hoping for things. So that's the first thing I do. I get really clear on what I own, and then I would create a strategy and a vision for where I am going to go with me being in these markets. Let me re-say that. I'm a little fired up right now because I get really, really irritated because I get so many, not that irritated, but I get so many DMs and emails. I mean, you should see my emails. I'm talking to like, I don't know how many people that have emailed me this exact question. What do I do with my altcoins? So anyway, you come in there, if you decide to rebuy them, that's fine. But what I would do is I would create a vision and then a strategy on your own and not outsource it. And see, I can tell anybody that comes on this thing and asks me, what should I do with my altcoins? I mean, I can pretty much assure anyone that does ask me that you're fucked. Sorry. And the best thing that you can realize is that you're fucked. Once you can really see that you're fucked, then you can do something about it and you can change who you're being in the market. The whole key is who you are being, not what you're doing. People don't understand this. Beingness is what creates in the world. And because doing comes from creating. So anyway, and I would go and I would create a strategy and a vision, and I would do it on my own. And so and the whole key here is to take control of what you're up to.